Hey, folks, I know what you're thinking, because I know you. Why is he wearing a hoodie? Well, I was going to lie and say I was making a fashion statement. But the truth of the matter is, I just came back from robbing a bank. And no, I'm not giving you a loan, because it would violate my fundamental principles. If you steal something, the whole idea of stealing it is you're taking it away from other people. If you then take that money and give it or lend it to somebody else, you're obviating the fundamental purpose of stealing. And this is one of the reasons, and I know that a lot of you like him, but Robin Hood and I just never did see eye to eye. I just, the stealing from the rich to give to the poor. Let the rich give to the poor. That's not our job as thieves. And I feel strongly about that. Now, I have two things I want to talk about. One, I'll get it over with quick, but it just as always annoyed, and it's the business of the presidential debates. So I'm hearing now that I don't know why I watch these talking heads, and I watch them, and I watch Fox, I watch CNN, because I got to the point where, not because I can record, I fast forward through them, but because you get repetition all the time, and don't say you get that on the show too, because you don't watch me enough to reach that conclusion. If you did, yeah, okay, that'd be a valid criticism. So, uh, so they're saying, well, should Biden debate Trump or not? And phone is ringing, and it's so embarrassing. So, it was the police again. Yeah, why can't people let bygones be bygones? Yeah, so there's a little vandalism. What? I have a hobby. And besides, I'm old. They should be happy that I do things instead of sitting around all day long doing podcasts. So, uh, here's the deal, folks. So you got on the one hand, they're saying, well, Biden should engage Trump. Trump wants to debate, and the American people are entitled to hear what these candidates have to say, and and Biden should be able to stand his ground with Trump, and if he can't do it, then maybe he shouldn't be president. And the Biden people say, well, that's ridiculous, because we saw what happened the last time. Trump interrupted Biden every half second, and he was just constantly talking over him, and he was lying all the time. Biden couldn't get a word in edgewise. That's not a debate. So, that's the issue. Should he have a debate with all of these interruptions, or should he not have a debate and say, I'm not going to lower myself? Well, I debate for a living. I debated in high school, mainly with my teachers over my grades. It's a whole different issue. But I debate for a living. I'm a lawyer. I stand up and I can't remember all the cases I've had now, but I've tried cases in small claims court. I've tried cases in all kinds of state courts. I've tried cases in federal district courts all over the country. I've tried cases in more than half the U.S. courts of appeals. I've had 3 cases in the United States Supreme Court. I kind of know how this is supposed to work, and the way it works is one side stands up at the podium and he talks. The other guy sits there and shuts his mouth. And if the other guy stands up and starts trying to interrupt him, he'll get thrown in jail. And then he'll be disbarred. So one lawyer stands up, he does his time, uninterrupted, he sits down, the other lawyer stands up and does his time. And it's just done, millions of times a day in this country. So how about having the same rules for the debates? Mr. Trump, you're allowed a certain amount of time. Mr. Biden, you can't talk during that period of time. Now, with Trump there, and you tell Biden that, and Biden will stand up, and Trump will be over the side saying, "Shut up, Mar-a-Lago, So, how about this for a solution, you brainiacs out there? How about you put them each in a soundproof room, and with the speakers so they can hear what's being said, but nobody can hear them, and then they have a microphone. And when it's their turn to talk, they get the green light and their microphone goes on. And when they're done, You give them a yellow light, like they do in the courts of appeals and the Supreme Court. You have a yellow light warning you. You know, you got 5 minutes to go, and then they cut you off. Now, if they did that simple thing, and it's a shame you have to resort to that because it looks like you're treating these people as children, but who gives a damn how they look? You can't control them otherwise. So just have that simple little just have that simple little rule in place, and there would not be a problem. Nobody could interrupt anybody, and they should do that for all these debates because they all do it. They're idiots. They feel like such fools, these politicians. But it's the fault of the people who put them on because it'd be very easy to stop that nonsense. And now my dog is really yelling at me because I guess I did something wrong. So I'm going to have to come back. So my next one is going to be, stick around for this one, the paradoxes of relativistic physics. And I think I can't answer these questions. These are just questions that I have, and they bug me all the time. And so I can't give you answers, but I think, you might find the questions interesting. So so stick around after I take care of whatever I haven't done for my little dog this day. That's another great mystery of the universe. How did he get to be such a pain in the neck? And why does he ask me for so many things like taking him out and feeding him? Brother, whatever happened to self-reliance? Okay, so I'll see you later. Bye.